Hey guys, it's Spencer here. I know it's been a very long time since I brought you a video, but it's finally here. And today it's about Earth and space and time and all kind of good space stuff and matter and mass, dark matter. Anyways, as we all know, Earth spins extremely fast. However, we do not feel this for we're spinning with it. But how exactly fast does the Earth spin? It really depends on where you are. At the exactly north and south pole, there is no distance covered, which means that technically the Earth doesn't spin at the north and south pole. So to measure this, we'll just go to the equator, in which at the equator, Earth covers about 25,000 miles every 24 hours. Divide this, you get slightly over 1,000 miles per hour. That's how fast the Earth spins at its equator, which is very fast. However, Earth's rotation is gradually slowing, at about 17 milliseconds per every 100 years, which doesn't seem like that much, I know, and this slowing down is not actually perfectly uniform. But a lot of us cannot really understand how big the Earth is and its vast greatness and humongousness of it until we can see numbers usually, which we do all the time, but still. I'll show you some pictures here in a few seconds of how big it is. Earth's diameter is about 7,926 miles, which that's only diameter. Which, if we take like this, that's only going across here. Now, the circumference is much bigger. The circumference is about 24,873 miles, which is going all the way around the circle, which is pretty daggum big. In reality, the Earth is very tiny compared to the Sun. However, the Sun is also very tiny compared to other stars. It's crazy comparisons. Anyways, however, the mass of Earth is billions of trillions of tons. Is about 1.322, all these big numbers, E plus 25. And the E plus 25 is just scientific notation, which all of those numbers simplified looks like this. That's crazy. There isn't a dark side of the moon, technically. Both sides of the moon receive the same amount of light. However, the moon is spinning at the same exact time we are. So as we're going like this, so is the moon, which makes it look like we only see the same side of the moon, which we really do. We only see the same side of the moon all of our lives. However, it's just spinning at the same time, which means since we don't see the other side, we perceive it to be the dark side of the moon, whenever there's really not. What we see of the moon is just reflected light. You have the Earth, you have the Sun, and you have the moon. And the Sun is just reflecting light onto the moon, so we just see the reflection of the light. And what happens is whenever it gets like this, and the Sun's way over here, and the moon's way over here, that's what we call an eclipse, which is pretty cool. It's whenever the Sun is covered up by the moon, we can't see the Sun, it gets all dark. Thanks, moon. People use this thing called a light year, and a lot of times we don't understand what that means, and so here it is, explained just for you, my lovely people. Light year is not a measure of time. It's actually a measure of length. Light year basically means how far light can travel in 1 year is the distance. So let's break it down and do the math. With 60 seconds and 1 minute and 60 minutes, 1 hour, 24 hours per day, 365 days a year, this will give you 31,536 million seconds per year, which is a lot. If you multiply this by 186,000, you'll get 5,865,696,000,000 miles. That's a light year. Believe it or not, time travel is real. Travel in space at over 186,000 miles per second. You can be there several months. People on Earth will experience several years because you're going faster than the speed of light, which is crazy awesome. There's a lot of cool space facts that I really want to tell you guys about. Like number 1. Kind of like RTF. This is RTF kind of right here, but in a video. Number 1. The probability of aliens existing is 100%. Astronauts have discovered a planet made of diamonds. This is because so much carbon in the rocks and pressure. Freaking awesome. On Earth, we see water here and it fits into a container. Pour water into a cup, you can drink it. It stays in that cup. However, in space, that doesn't happen. Due to surface tensions, water in space forms a little sphere, which is awesome. In space, you're usually about 2 inches taller due to the lack of gravity. Fingerprints on the moon will always stay there forever. There's no wind, snow, rain, any erosion that'll take it away, which is cool. Whenever you see something in space, like stars, you're seeing it as it was millions of years ago. This is kind of referring back to light years. It kind of like, if our sun died, it would take 8 minutes for us to realize that our sun died. That's how far away our sun is, which is crazy. About 23% of matter in the universe is invisible to us humans. We cannot see it. 23%. This is what we call dark matter. Another type of mysterious matter is called antimatter, the exact opposite of matter itself. It is composed of antiparticles, and they have the same mass as regular matter but have opposite charge and quantum spin. Upon impact, the opposing energy levels add to zero and create a massless particle called the photon, what we commonly call light.